This is a cool another little planet thing. Surprise finding at Arctic vent site could help in the search for extraterrestrial life. This is very cool. New research shows the remote place on Earth has submarine activity. Now, when I first read that, I was like, "What do you mean, like submarines, like like World War II, like nuclear submarines, like whatever?" No, this is what they call marine activity that's lower in the ocean, I guess. Submarine activity akin to that on Saturn's icy moon Enceladus. Enceladus. How do you say that? Enceladus. The finding offers a new opportunity that can help scientists prepare for future space missions that'll explore the possibility of life on worlds with subsurface oceans, which that is a very cool thing. So what did they find? So they discovered the hydrothermal vent it was underneath permanent ice cover. It's one of the deepest hydrothermal fields on Earth. Interesting. So it's pristine. Very interesting. So this is an important aspect for life to begin in the depths of ice-trapped oceans. It makes sense because here we go. The single biggest part of what we may discovered in it is a vent site beneath an ice-covered ocean. That's also a great place to study organic synthesis relevant to ocean life. Search for life beyond Earth. So I think they're just saying that, like, these vents are on Earth, right? These like thermal vents, right? That like pump hot chemicals and whatever into the ocean and probably heats it up a little bit. And they've basically figured out, like, this is the origins of life on Earth came from these bad boys. So if a similar process plays out on certain icy moons like Saturn's Enceladus, that could be like, maybe life can work out on Saturn. So very cool stuff. So here you go. Despite the scalding temperatures, like this is like what does live on those vents. Regions around the vents thought to be one of the places where early microbial life on Earth materialized. Yeti crabs, giant tube worms, and deep sea mussels. Right? Have you ever seen these things, guys? Like vents, like deep hydrothermal vents. This stuff is crazy. Especially like, right? So could you imagine like these things exist on one of Saturn's moons underneath the ocean? Right? And here's all like the weird life that grows from it, right? Like I think scientists figured out like there's this type of like weird worm that lives in these holes. Let's type worm. And it's like it lives at like the most insanely hot temperature ever. Yeah, these guys, right? Giant tube worms, like they live in these crazy vents. It's wild. Really wild. And they eat by collecting I don't know, freaky, but you know what I mean? That could be at this point I don't understand how there's not life literally probably within our own solar system. Just gonna throw that out there.